look at the nice 1x8 off of there. I'm gonna make some 2x8. Nice 2x8. I know there's a couple of you that don't think I use any water when I'm cutting, and I do, not a lot, but you don't need a lot. That blade's going around and around. You only need one drop every little while. You can see it when you boost the throttle, and you'll see the little drips actually dropping onto the blade as it's going around. You just have to, in the video it's pretty hard to see them, but it happens. But too much water is just going to make everything fogged up and make your belt want to kick off. I know 4 or 5 people that had a lot of trouble with their belt kicking off, and it was because you could pretty much see a stream of water coming out when they were cutting, and they had lots of trouble. I have never thrown a blade off of here or belt off in 110 hours. So a little bit of water is all you need. Fill this thing up, and we just get a little bit. We're about half full, but I've cut quite a bit. That'll last me a long time. So we're just no professional beginners, but if you haven't ran the mill and put a few hours on it, it's kind of hard to understand some of the stuff that you either have to do or not do. I try to show a little in the video, things, what I've learned, and has worked for me. It hasn't been, you know, fail after fail. Some fails happen when I'm trying to show you tips. You're a little distracted. That's how you cut these logs tops. And I've done that a couple of times, just you know, trying to show you a little along the way. So, but that's so nice, and it's just full 7.5 inches wide, not 7 1/4. It's only, I still call it a 2x8, but make a strong roof with rafters. I think I can get enough out of these. I got one big log there, and then I got a couple of nice ones that I'm pretty sure I can get 2x8 out of, so should be all right. I don't need that many. Building. Oh, this one's going to take a little, it'll make a little sawdust. Hey, weeds. Ugh. Familiar, it's kind of a mess. Been gone too much fishing, didn't get the weed eater out, but big log always rolls faster on the big end, so we compensate a little bit. Just for one end. This baby's green, it's heavy. I think we can get it right on that bunk where we want it. Perfect. But you gotta be careful. Forgot to put my stock in. I usually put a little timber on this side so I don't misjudge and roll it too far. So we're going to just get the stakes up, see which is the best side to work on first, and go from there. That's a nice piece of wood. Got a bit of taper, but 15 inches. I think the other end's only 13. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you what I've done with some of the others. If you've been following, hey, this one here is only 12 and a half. 15 on the other end. So before we lock it all down, I'm going to take 2 shims. That way I make my first cut closer, and then one slab's not going to be like nothing here and 4 inches on that end, because then you're wasting part of a board. Like to try and go, you know, 1 inch on this end, inch and a half, that's not too bad. But so that, I'll just grab my 4x4. Leverage. This one's only about, oh, it's 5 feet, I guess. But as close to the end as possible, rather than back here to lift it, because it gives you that much more leverage. I put my knee on this big log. Generally, I can just lean back a wee bit. I don't hardly have to push down on it with my knee. And it's in there. But now, once the roll, it's got a wobble there, so I better get this guy in there. Can't go much wider than this, or this stop is in the way. I just barely, you know, when you get into the really wide ones like this, that mill has to run all the way down the track, and it'll hit this if it's not, you know, I only got about 1.5 inches more that I can go here, and then that's it. I'm too wide, can't go any wider than that. Then I'd have to trim big ends down or whatever. But you can see this one, you know, how it sits on the log bunk. Pretty much filled it up to the edge of this, and the other end I got 3.5 inches kind of difference down there. So every log's a little different. Every log's got a mind of its own, and yeah, we just try and work with them, do what we can. Make a 2x8 out of that. Just took a good cut off of it. Didn't want to waste, so get the log stumps a little higher, make it easier for it. Damn, tape measure making my pants fall down. I better get ready to turn it, and then get these ones ready to put underneath. Should be pretty good right there. Looks like it's nice and square. Sits in there nicely, so let's see if we can do this. This one hand, lift it up nicely. It's that easy. Turn my back and then have it tip over. Sitting pretty good. Just snug it up and make sure it stays square on the pegs. We'll get a few out of it. Yeah, that'll make a good bridge board. Yeah, let's up the road here again. Chair's in the way. Let's get this in there yet. my shims out of there. And we got... Oh my God. Could hear my mom now. Donald, I told you to change. You're just wrecking your good clothes. Ah, it's ringing in my ears. Mom, if you're watching, sorry. Next time. Hopefully I don't break these. Don't break them or get them too covered in sap. Or they'll be work clothes. But thank you, Mom. I know you always care. Yeah, see, this is about time to change the blade. Next log's a little smaller, so maybe less cut surface area. Get that trimmed up and we'll see what it looks like, and we get it squared down, and maybe I'll just go and put a new blade on, or sharpen one. Let's see, get you up here, but that's not bad. Not bad at all. Should make plenty heavy enough rafters. But you'll see what I'm going to be doing and why I'm doing it this way, if you're following along.